What's up, everybody? In this video, I want to share a couple of pops with you that I just added to my collection, starting off with the pre-order that just came in from Entertainment Earth. We have here the Strange Tales Glow in the Dark Ghost Rider. As soon as I saw this one, this particular glow in the dark variant, I knew I wanted to add this to my collection. And you all let me know your thoughts about these exclusive stickers. Now, I know that they have the QR code going on there, they're holographic, so that helps to keep from having those fakes out in the wild. People could copy the previous exclusive stickers, but I do kind of miss the look of the individual company stickers. Yeah, so I have mixed feelings on this. Just let me know your own thoughts about those. But regardless, this is a very cool looking Ghost Rider here. There's a look at him on the side, but I will be getting him out of the box. I definitely have to check out the glow on this figure. And the other Strange Tales figures here, I will be adding those to my collection in the near future. The only one I really don't know much about is Hollow's Eve, but I still like the look of that particular figure. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be adding the others to my collection. Yeah, that is pretty awesome there. And again, that was a pre-order. That's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. Then the other figures I'm going to share here, I actually picked these up from GameStop, which is kind of rare for me nowadays, but they actually did have a couple I was interested in. And they also had a sale. I think it was like buy two for like 25 or something like that. Not a huge sale, but a little bit money saved basically. So we have another glow in the dark figure here that I definitely will have to check out the glow on. We have here Naru with Sarii from Prey. Forgive me if I mispronounced those names. I only watched the movie I think once, and it's been a while. I really need to check it out again, especially now that there's a chance that we might actually see this character again. That's pretty exciting. We'll see what happens with the future of the Predator franchise. This is called a Pop Plus. I still don't really know exactly what Funko, considers to be a Pop Plus, because I mean, this one, yes, it does have a little buddy with it there, but that's really nothing new for Pop. So like I said, I don't know how they decide to go with that plus label on the figures. But yeah, pretty cool looking Pop here. I really did enjoy the movie. Surprised I haven't watched it again just yet. Now, even though I do like the movie, this particular feral predator, I don't really feel like I need it in my collection. I mean, it's an interesting look, for a predator, but I'm not going to go out of my way for that one. I've actually already seen that one in stores, and I'm just not so worried about it. I mainly wanted to get this main character here, so it is nice to have her in the collection. Now, she almost looks like she's not a bobblehead. I think the head might be just a little bit loose in the box there, but yeah, I'll be getting that out. Like I said, we will check out the glow on it, and we'll see what's going on there, why the head is moving around like that. Another figure that I've been meaning to pick up, and I picked it up because, again, like I said, the Pops were on sale. We have here the homemade suit Spider-Man from Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I really did enjoy this animated series. Season 1, they've already confirmed another season's on the way, and if you watch this series, you know that they do really set up for another season. But yeah, really did enjoy it, and I like the look of this particular homemade suit as well. And there are some other Pops based on this animated series that I wasn't super interested in. Who knows, maybe I will eventually pick up some more, especially if they do some more based on the next season. But yeah, they did a great job with it. I like the things that they did with Spider-Man and the relationships that he had, the friendships that he had was very cool. They gave so much attention to the way they built up the character of Tombstone. That surprised me as well. But yeah, if you haven't checked out this series, it's definitely worth checking out. Now, I do actually have at least one more. I got the Oscorp suit Spider-Man. I really did like that one as well. I think that one was a Funko.com exclusive. But yeah, like I said, really good series, definitely worth a watch. All right, next up here, I kind of wanted this one. I had mixed feelings on it, but again, because of the sale, I just decided to go ahead and pick it up. So we do have here Metamorpho with Baby Joey. And I really am a fan of the Superman movie. Some of you may have, especially if you follow me on other social media accounts, have heard me kind of talk about how I really enjoyed that movie. I actually saw it twice in the theater. I know eventually it's going to be available like on HBO Max. But I'm tempted to actually go ahead and just own it digitally as well, so I can go ahead and watch it again. Really enjoyed that movie, and I do like the different aspects there of Metamorpho. How he has the different elements with him. The Baby Joey is kind of cute there as well. That was definitely an element. I didn't know what was going on with that element of the Baby Joey within the movie until I actually watched the movie, because Metamorpho, I don't know the character super well, no pun intended, But yeah, it was interesting. I kind of want Mr. Terrific, but unfortunately, I think that Funko's version of Mr. Terrific is kind of boring. I feel like they could do something more interesting with him. So I'm holding off on Mr. Terrific, and I'm gonna look around and see if I don't just collect Funko, so if I see anything interesting with Mr. Terrific from another company, I might be tempted to go there or to see if Funko does a variant of Mr. Terrific. Let me know if you've seen anything interesting with that particular character from any companies, even a statue, because I like that character so much. I'd be willing to maybe go for if it's an affordable statue of Mr. Terrific. So yeah, if you've seen anything, definitely let me know. But yeah, Metamorpho with Baby Joy, I think I do want to get this one out of box in a moment as well to really get a look at all the elements going on with him. And I did enjoy the character in the movie. That actor had to go through a lot to play that role, but he did a great job with it. Now, the next pop here, this one definitely surprised me, and I'm gonna let you know why I think I was able to obtain this. So I did a pre-order and I got 2 of the X-Men 97 pops. I got the Jubilee and I got the Bastion. They each have chase variants. When mine arrived, I didn't get a chase for either one, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna really worry about that. But then when I was in GameStop, I actually came across the Bastion chase. So he has like some battle damage going on with him. Jubilee, her chase is the same way, has some battle damage, like there's damage to her glasses, and I think her expression is different. But I think the reason why I was able to obtain this one is because, Funko has changed things up with the chase. They don't have the sticker on the window anymore. The chase, symbol is right there on the box. So I think some people have not adjusted to that yet, and they don't check for it. So you all, if you're looking for chases in store, it's a good time to get out and do that before a lot more people realize that change, because I think people are just overlooking that right now, like I said. So yeah, I was very happy I was able to obtain this. And you see also the actual chase version of the character is on the box with the artwork as well. But yeah, I was very surprised when I lifted this up. I was looking through the pops, lifted this up, and then saw that it was the chase, and I was like, whoa, that is very surprising. So this is another one that's labeled as plus, but again, I don't really know why necessarily. I mean, I know he has the wings and he has the stand and all of that, but again, there are some standard pops that look that way, so I'm just not fully understanding the whole pop plus thing. But yeah, this one is very cool. I'm actually going to leave this one in box since it is a chase. I actually need to make sure I put it into a protector as well. But yeah, I was happy to come across that one, and I'm definitely going to be looking for chases when I go out and about. Like I said, some people just are overlooking them right now. The last item here I also got from GameStop, and this couldn't be part of the sale because this is a multi-pack. So what we have here, this is something that I did have on my in search of list. Let's go and check it out.
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm.
So here we have the King of the Hill 4-pack. Definitely want to make sure I pick this up and add it to my collection. I love that the background actually has the fence back there in the grass. And you've got the fellas here standing together. Very cool looking there. And they do have their names actually in the correct order, which they don't always do that with these multi-packs. But you see it says there Dale Gribble, Hank Hill, Bill Dotrieve, and Boomhauer. Really love the look of this. This is just so classic to me. And of course, the exclusive sticker there, this is with GameStop. Again, I'm going to keep these actually in the 4-pack. It's kind of a hassle to take the multi-pops out, the multi-pack pops out, and then put them back in. So I'm just going to leave it that way. Also, I'm noticing, I'm not sure what's going on, this tab on the side feels almost like it wants to open up, but that's not a big deal. I'm just very happy to have this in the collection now. This is so cool looking. I kind of want to get Hank on his mower as well. That's a Funko.com exclusive. So if I decide to do a Funko.com order in the near future, maybe I will go for that one. I think there were a couple of pops that were just added over on Funko.com that I'm interested in. So I may do a big order in the near future. But yeah, really love this. And I did definitely enjoy the latest season of King of the Hill. If you have not checked it out, it is definitely worth checking out. If you're a fan of the series, I think you will enjoy that new season. And they did something that I really wanted them to do, which is to advance the time some. Back before the series originally ended, I was hoping that they would do that at some point, and I'm really love that they did that with the latest series. And it's interesting to see, a young adult version of Bobby Hill. Very interesting. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I already want to check that season out again, and very happy with this 4-pack. But like I said, I'm going to leave those pops inside of that box, and I will get a couple of the others out here. We'll take a closer look at them. With this Ghost Rider, I was a little bit confused at first with the paint job because it almost has like a dusty look to it, but I think that's intentional since it is Ghost Rider. I think that's what they're going for, to kind of give it a ghost sort of appearance, because that does not seem accidental. I mean, it's all across the paint. You know, at first I thought it might be like factory dust. I was actually like trying to rub at it a little bit, but no, that seems actually intentional, and I'm fine with it. You know, the character looks very cool here. This pop looks very cool. You see that flame effect there is kind of up on his arm. At first I thought it was like a sort of almost like a weapon effect, like he's using the flame like a weapon, but no, it just seems to be that fire kind of bursting out of his arm there. Really like the look of the high collar here. That is pretty cool looking. Of course, it's a bobblehead, you know, it is Marvel, but this flame effect is so heavy that it's actually like leaning on the collar there, so the head actually doesn't move around too much there. I do have enough Ghost Rider figures to where I actually can put this figure with it and just, you know, let it fit right in that collection. Actually, it's mostly Cosmic Ghost Rider, which I'm definitely a fan of, but yeah, this one is pretty awesome. There have been some Ghost Rider figures that I missed out on that it would be nice to have in the collection, like the one of him on the motorcycle, the Blacklight variant. That one is really awesome, but I think that's still kind of hefty price on the second market, so not going to worry about it. But yeah, this is still a nice addition for my Ghost Rider collection. And my Ghost Rider collection is not just limited to pops. I actually have at least one statue, and I got some other items too, but yeah, that is very nice. That's going to fit in well, and I will be on the lookout for the other Strange Tales figures. Let's move here to Naru, and if I'm mispronouncing her name, you could, you know, help me out in the comments how you say her name phonetically. But yeah, pretty cool looking here. She's actually holding her hatchet there with the rope that she tied to it. Physically, I don't think it would actually work the way that she uses it in the movie, but it's a movie, you know, so they're just having fun with it. But I like that she actually is in this action pose. You can see the hair moving there to the side. Pretty cool looking hair sculpt. Definitely like her war paint there as well. Yeah, overall, just nice details with this figure. Okay, on the back there, she's got the pouch and everything. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, she seems like she stands pretty steadily there as well, even though she has the slim feet. And yeah, the head is, I mean, it's not, you know, bobblehead. It doesn't need to be with this particular franchise, but it's just a little bit loose for some reason. That just happens sometimes with pops, but not a big deal. Okay, oh, she also has a blade there on her hip as well. I just noticed that. Yeah, so nice details with that figure. And then, of course, we got her little buddy here as well. Yeah, that's a cute little sidekick there. And again, like I said, really looking forward to checking out you know, what may happen with that character in the future. If you have not checked out you know, Predator, the Killer of Killers movie, the animated movie on Hulu, that's worth checking out. They might have it on Disney Plus as well, because Hulu content is basically moving over to Disney Plus. Hulu is going away, actually, I think next year. It's all going to be with Disney Plus. But yeah, if you haven't checked that out, do make sure that you check it out. There's some exciting things going on with the Predator franchise right now, with the Alien franchise. You know, we still got that Predator movie coming up later this year. What is it, Badlands, I think? Can't remember the name off the top of my head. That might be it. But regardless, I'm looking forward to checking that out. So yeah, pretty exciting things with that franchise, like I said. Next up here, we got this homemade suit, Spider-Man. And I think this one looks pretty good. You know, he doesn't need to have the lines on there. I can't remember if he actually had the lines in the show or not. But yeah, it just looks pretty cool there with these particular goggles. Yeah, that is pretty cool. And he has here the more complex web shooters going on, but it just looks cool. And I like that he is in the swinging motion there with the web. I don't know, this one I might be tempted just to keep this out of the box. Yeah, even the sneakers there look pretty cool. So yeah, I really like this one. It has a little more detail than the Oscorp suit one. The Oscorp suit one was very simple in its design, but I still like that one as well. There's actually that that giant symbiote character from this series as well that I haven't picked up yet. I've seen it in stores. It's actually I think a 6-inch figure. Kind of tempted to get that one. I don't know, maybe I'll try to catch that on sale because it doesn't seem to be super popular. I do like the look of it though, so like I said, maybe I'll wait for a sale on that particular one. But yeah, pretty cool looking Spider-Man there. And then let's check out this detail on Metamorpho. So yeah, I like all these grooves here and everything, you know, with the head sculpt. And yeah, they got a little bit of texture here going on with the different elements of his body. That actor, man, he really went through it for this role. You know, this was a lot for him to deal with. I heard that the bodysuit that he wore was like at least like 60 pounds. It was a lot of weight that he was lugging around. But yeah, he did a great job with the character. And that actor is really good. He was on the series Barry, which I really enjoyed that series as well. That's definitely worth checking out if you never had before. That's on HBO Max. That's with Bill Hader as Barry. But yeah, this actor played a supporting character that I didn't expect to be as prominent as he was in the series. But I mean, he almost stole the show. But he did such a great job. So I don't know what all these elements are really meant to be. I'm sure there's like some alien type things going on here possibly, you know, but yeah, just cool look for Metamorpho, and interested to see what else they do with the character. Then we do have here baby Joey with those huge eyes. I mean, Pops had big eyes anyway, but especially for this baby character, those eyes look crazy, but kind of cool looking. Yeah, sort of these veins going on there. I think that's actually interesting that they put that character along with him, which is, you know, I mean, his child, so it does make sense. But yeah, like I said, I just really love that Superman movie. I definitely look forward to watching it for a third time. To wrap things up here, I am going to go ahead and check out the glow on these two figures here. As I'm getting the Ghost Rider charged up here, now I'm understanding why some of his suit looks the way it does. It's because there's more glow going on with this Ghost Rider than I realized. And maybe I just forgot about, you know, the glam images, exactly what the glow looked like. A lot of times I do forget about that, because doing Funko News, I just look at so many figures. I mean, I look at pretty much everything that Funko is putting out. So sometimes I forget what those glams look like. But yeah, it looks like the suit is actually getting ready to glow here as well. So let me go ahead and cut the light here. Yeah, so the eyes glow and the suit glows, and the suit actually glows pretty bright. Now, I mean, the obvious disappointment here is that the actual flame doesn't have glow to it. I mean, that'd be nice if, you know, Funko just went all out and made sure that the flame actually glows. That's what I expected to glow. But no, it's the suit and the eyes that are glowing. Let's check it again. Yeah, so I mean, I do like the look of the suit. I like the look of the eyes glowing, but I don't understand why not have the flame effect glowing as well. You all let me know what you think about that. Okay, and then we have Naru here from Prey. And of course her wherever it's green at on her is glowing. So it's her war paint, but then also I assume some predator blood on her. Yeah, and I don't think, yeah, nothing on the back is gonna glow. It's just the front side here. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, and green usually glows pretty strong, and it does here. And you can still see Ghost Rider glowing back there. So yeah, pretty satisfied with her glow. I just wish, like I said, with the Ghost Rider, that flame effect was on point. You know, that they actually had the glow with it. That would be so nice. Okay, let's try to get them together here real quick. I'll charge up a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, the Ghost Rider is fine. It's just the flame would make it so nice there. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think about these figures. Are you going to add them to your collection? And the other figures that I shared as well. If you're a King of the Hill fan, are you actually going for that 4-pack? I think some people did go ahead and pick them up individually, and maybe that's what some people prefer. But for me, now it had to be that 4-pack, especially because it has, like I said, you know, the fence in the background. It's almost like a diorama going on there with that simple detail. But yeah, very happy with this haul. You know, sometimes I do pick up certain figures. I know I say that a lot, I'm happy with my haul, but there are times where I pick up figures and then I'm like, did I really need that in my collection? But everything I have here, I really feel like these are solid keepers for my collection. Like I said earlier, if you've seen anything interesting in terms of collectibles with Mr. Terrific, definitely let me know. And if you know my taste in general, if there's anything else you've seen with any other companies, you know, besides Funko, definitely share that in the comments. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out, and I will talk to you all again real soon.